Okay, Hawthorne. Wasn't expected to be doing this so soon. As I'm sure most of you noticed, the school's not open today. The burglar alarm's broken and it won't stop going off, which is really horrible to be in. The teachers went into the school this morning and you just couldn't stay there. The kitchen's closed and nobody had any lunch and it's just wasn't workable. So hopefully that'll be fixed. We should be open again tomorrow. Um, I'm going to give you some work, but I'm aware that some of you won't see this. You wouldn't think to look, which is fine. Um, some of you won't be able to do it because you won't be able to um, get onto a computer to find this. Some of you won't be able to have help. Some of you will have help. Hopefully, this is work that you can do without needing anybody else. And if you do it, brilliant. It's not what we were going to do today, so we'll still do what we're going to do today tomorrow. So nobody will miss anything. But if you want something just to keep your eye in today, something to keep you busy, here's a bit of work. Obviously, on top of this, you can always do spellings, reading, times tables, those things are just kind of, they're a given, they're an always. So, anyway, I thought we'd do an English and a maths. Now, this is what I put down for the English. It's about writing characters. Now, as you can see, there are 4 sections to this. There's the thinking back section, there's the thinking about it section, the thinking it through section, and then there's some stepping stones that link to a copy master, which we don't have. What you need to do is you need to read this story. And this story is about this Nurgler, which is a dragon type creature. Read it all the way through, find all the different ways that they've used to describe him. The picture kind of helps, but the text does a better job. Then there are 3 sets of questions. They get trickier. So you can do the first lot, and if that's all you manage to get done today, that's fine. It's a start. They're just fill in the line, fill in the missing word things. And then you've got to write 2 more facts that aren't in that list. Section 2 is a bit more. So you're starting to write sentences about that one. How does it speak? How does it make you feel? All those sorts of things. Write down your ideas. And then in the 3rd section, if you have a chance to do that, which would be brilliant, you're writing a description of your own monster. So make your own monster up and describe him. And then you can also do a description of a person as well. Get down what you can. I'm not going to stress if you don't get this all done. If you just do the first bit, brilliant. If you can get all the way through, awesome. We'll see about some house points and bits and bobs for that, but just do what you can on this, something to keep you busy. And it's good practice for the stories we're going to be writing over the next couple of weeks when we start working on the tunnel. So we'll do that for English. Paper could be an issue because I'm not sure if you've got your homework books at the moment. If you have, brilliant. I've got a horrible feeling they're at school, possibly. If not, any paper that you can write on would be brilliant. If you have to type it, type it. And like I said, I'm not going to stress about this. This is just if you can do it. Okay. And then maths. We're going to be moving on to angles and lines and things like that over the next few lessons. It probably shouldn't take us long. I thought what we could do today is just very quickly recap what we would have learnt last year. There were bits of last year that kind of got squished because of all the whole being in lockdown. So here's 2 pages that you can have a go at. The first one is which of these are right angles, and then the next one is which of these are right angles, which is 90 degrees. More than right angles or less than right angles. You might better recognise them by looking at them. You might want to take something like a book, that corner is the right angle, and use it to kind of measure. You might even have a set square in your house. If you can print it off, brilliant. If you can't, you can probably judge it on screen. I can kind of hold this up to my screen and see whether it works. Or if it was on my phone, I could kind of hold it up to my phone. Again, it's not too long. I don't think this would take more than a few minutes, although there are 2 think questions about drawing angles. But I don't think it's big. But this will just double check that we can remember what we learnt last year before we start this year's learning tomorrow. Okay, that should do the trick. I will put a PDF of this down as well, because obviously you can't do it straight off the video. If you've got any questions, send us a message. I think Miss Rump's going to be watching as well, so she might be able to answer some questions for you. Hoping there shouldn't be too many, but yeah, have a go at this if you can. Try some spelling, some times tables, and some reading in any spare time you get. Don't worry about it if this is getting in people's way. If mums and dads are trying to get on with things, then just do what you can do and we'll sort it out tomorrow. Okay? Just do your best. Right. See you tomorrow.